Okay, little birdie told me there should be a new character to look at. Just let me just quickly... Oh, only 1 minute before that disappears. Did I... I forgot to finish my, spend the rest of my tokens on the prize wall. Whoops. Okay, but either way, yeah, there she is already. Are we on the skills, or... Okay, no, let's go back to that. Did I? Okay, no, I don't have enough for that costume. Oh, hang on. There's a lot of things I'm forgetting to do. I didn't level up anyone for this, but the rewards, it's not that exclusive, right? Like, even here. Yeah, okay. It's this one I want to focus on the most, because it gives me the Jack costume, which if I just look at Jack real quick, where is he? Jack, I didn't even look at your costume. I assume I know what it is. Yep. It's the Santa Claus. It's the Sandy Claus, Jack Skellington. We need to get that one, of course. But, so that's why I did level up all of my, Nightmare Before Christmas characters to Emerald tier. But let's see if this is enough, or if it's like, as the game goes on, like the levels go on, it gets harder and harder, and then even with my max level, well, they're not max level, but like my high level Nightmare Before Christmas characters are still not enough. Like, you would think, but then you would think that if this is for Nightmare Before Christmas characters, they'll put a lot of thought into making this so they can win in it. Like characters who are susceptible to scare and poison. What about here? What do I got? We have, okay, that's not bad. And I don't think I did very well on this. No, I did not. Okay. Well, enough of that, enough stalling. Let's check out Franny Robinson. Wait. Was that? I think I heard something wrong. Okay. Just a little tip for the future. I am always right. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. I don't really have too much to say about this character, because, out of all the Robinson's characters, I think Boulder Guy's the only one guy I like. I'm just trying to think. It's been... I did watch it when... It's still fresh in my memory, so I rewatched it at some point. But in terms of, like, actual characters, this is one I don't think of too often. But let's just see. I'm still willing to give her the benefit of the doubt, because it's not like I have any ill will towards this character or anything. Let's just see. This assertive karate practitioner might seem maternal, but her ingenuity and speed make her an intimidating foe. Okay, let's be... Oh, I see a lot of true damage. That's worrying. Passive. For each stat change granted by Franny, her basic attacks deal bonus true damage. She can gain up to a certain amount of bonus true damage this way. This effect persists between waves. Active. Franny brings out her band of singing frogs, whose croaking deals true damage to all enemies and decreases their armor by a certain amount. Franny and allied heroes get inspiration from the cacophony of sounds, increasing their basic damage by a certain amount and skill power by a certain amount for 12 seconds. Okay, so inspiration? That's not a real skill, right? That's just like a thing. That's just a thing they say. Like how Judy Hopps also has inspiring, but then it's just a buff that we all see. Okay. Let me listen to that again. Okay. I've been noticing a pattern that certain heroes reuse sounds from other heroes. That's the same sound Jack makes when he puts on his scary face. Like, if I can just pull it out for a second, he's up here. Jack, there you are. So either that's a bug, or they just decided to use that sound for just random patronizing, which doesn't fit at all. I'm hoping that's just a glitch or a problem that they'll replace that with a real sound later on, but that's not a good sign. I don't really like that. Franny scolds the opposing team, dealing true damage. Additionally, enemies get their basic damage decreased by a certain amount, and skill power. Okay, there's a lot of damage reduction. for, like, specific amounts of time. Impenetrable defense. Franny strikes a karate pose, increasing her armor by a certain amount for 4 seconds. Armor and reality. Well, okay, hang on 1 second. I noticed another... I'm just noticing. Okay, so that one, that makes sense. It's 2 different numbers. But here, it's exactly the same number. So why not just say increasing her armor and reality by that amount for 4 seconds? Just say that. No need for useless repetition. Was there, like, a new grammar team? Is there, like, the grammar team got fired and they hired the new ones, except they're not as good as the old one? During this effect, any enemies who attempt to deal instant damage to Franny or apply a damage over time effect are dealt true damage. Franny can only damage each individual enemy this way once every 1 second. This impenetrable defense ends... When impenetrable defense ends, Franny cleanses herself and increases her attack and movement speed by 300% for 4 seconds. Oh, does it repeat? Yep, that's her win animation. Franny Robinson is immune to disables. No cost, no nothing. She's just immune to disables. Okay. When Franny gives herself or an allied hero a stat boost, she removes all stat decreases on that hero. Conversely, when Franny gives an enemy hero a stat decrease, she removes all stat boosts on the enemy. Paternal Patronizing now increases Franny's allies' armor by a certain amount and reality by less amount. Why? I don't know. I guess armor is... They wanted her to be better at armor than reality, despite the fact that this skill over here, it's exactly the same. There's no... They're both equal. Okay. Hang on, are you support or control? What are you? You're damage. I gotta admit, this character is very... There's a lot of, like, huh? And what? Decisions with this character so far. I don't think, like... Okay, so this character came out in the same update as Isabella and Lady and the Tramp. So those characters felt more focused. Maybe because they're trying to rush in more characters. Because earlier this year they said they were going to focus less on introducing new characters so they can focus on balancing, and we got like a hero every 2 months or so, but each hero felt very focused. Now we're getting, like, 3 heroes this month, and she's already, like... This one's already feeling, like, more hobbled together than the other 2. Like, they just had to fill a quota rather than actually give us a new character. So, I'm not gonna lie. This one, there's a lot of decisions, like... Even then, the things I'm talking about, like this text thing here, this was also a problem with Lady and the Tramp. Where there was an inconsistency between, or was it Lady and the Tramp or was it Isabella? Either way, one of them had something where it's like one sentence would say dot, and then the very next sentence would say damage over time. There was so much inconsistency, and it felt very rushed. And it feels a lot more so with this character than the other 2 I mentioned. Red Ribbon. Stat changes from Franny's skills cannot be removed, copied, or stolen. Feelin' Froggy now increases Franny's and all allies' basic damage, skill power, armor, reality, and max HP by 100%, and decreases all enemies' basic damage, skill power, armor, Franny retains 20% of her self-applied stat boosts, and allies retain 10% of the stat boosts Franny grants them after expiration. Franny and allies can gain a maximum of 200% increased stats, and these buffs cannot be removed, copied, or stolen, and last between waves. Allied heroes targeted by Franny stat boosts are immune to stat decreases for the duration of that stat boost. Enemies, heroes targeted by Franny stat decrease are immune to stat boosts for the duration of that stat decrease. This is a real tongue twister, and I gotta be honest, I have no idea what I just read. In fact, it looks like this is one of those red skills where this is the only thing that's going to be benefited from leveling it up. You can just unlock it, and then you'll already get the benefits of the skill itself. But if you want those stat boosts, then you gotta level it up. But then it's like, it's like Korra. I don't think Korra ever got a change to her red skill. Yeah, that's right. Whether you level... It doesn't matter if it's level 50 or level 1. The only thing changing is all this. All this text here is going to remain the same. The skill is going to work even if it's at level 1. I am... My brain is breaking. Who even are these friendships you have? Audrey and Tiana. Okay. Honestly, that sound is so off-putting. So with Tiana, enemies inflicted by Franny's stat changes lose 10% attack and movement speed. Conversely, allies with their stats boosted by Franny gain 40% attack and movement speed. Followed by a little bit more HP, skill, power, and reality. All enemies who retain 4% of their stat decreases that Franny gave them after they expire. Oh, sorry, I think I read that wrong. All enemies now retain 4% of the stat decreases that Franny gave them after they expire. So even when they expire, they're still getting, like, attack decreases and whatnot. This effect only activates after a stat decrease expires. Enemies can lose a maximum of 60% of their max stats. These debuffs cannot be removed, copied, or stolen, and last between waves. Okay, use this one. This is the one you want to go for, because that is unfair. It just means that if there's, like, 3 Frannys between each wave, then each Franny can absolutely reduce your damage to a ridiculous amount. And that's going to stay between waves. So enemy Frannys, in Coliseum specifically, are going to be like, you put them in the front. Well, actually, no, that never mind. That Coliseum is like different team each time. My bad. I meant like, if you're fighting, this is only going to affect bot Frannys, not actual, like, I'm thinking City Watch, Campaign, Invasion, especially since it cannot be cleansed or anything. Well, it says remove, copied, stolen. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. What? Okay, but still, you want this one because... But then, wait. Well, I mean, still, that's used for like, one wave only. But, like, if you want, it's going to be, like... I'm losing my words here, because I'm just thinking about how this only affects the bot Franny, the enemy Frannys, not your Franny. It's... okay, this one... Yeah, this is kind of like... Poor... I think that's a bit of a poor decision. Poor wording, specifically, saying that it lasts between waves, because I can't think of a single scenario where that would be useful, except it's like you're in the campaign, and all of a sudden, like, let's say, the next wave, like, she's in the front wave, now whenever you fight the next wave and whatever, your heroes are going to deal less damage and whatnot, and it's just going to be very annoying if you can't pass a level, because this character was here, blocking the way. Are you sure you're a damage roll hero? Because you seem more like control. That's a very control-esque skill. Battle badge, I don't care. And this is all subclass and whatnot. Wait, are we back to where we started? Do you not have a patch? No, wait, this is patch, isn't it? Yeah, that's patch. Okay, yeah. I think that's all for Franny. I don't think she's available for chat sparring, and I've been rambling on trying to make sense of what her skills do and what she does, and being completely thrown off by this sound effect that is just stolen from Jack, and it doesn't match the situation at all. There were other characters who had this similar skill. It's Mirabelle as well. Where is she? There you are. Yeah, right there. Okay, maybe this isn't on... Maybe this is a thing they're doing on purpose. So if you hear that on one of the future characters, or like, I don't know, this, or this, or this, well, you probably won't hear that one. That's just whooshing. Then that means they're, maybe the sound design team quit and they have to recycle sounds or anything. But, like, if they had to recycle a sound for this, could they at least use this? Wait, which one is it? Yeah, because that's actually an arguing sound. This is meant to be like, oh, she's prattling on. She's talking nonstop. Like, kind of like what I'm doing right now. So, use a character that's her skills are based on just her just chatting. Anyway, guys, that's enough of me prattling on. Maybe I'm just too stupid to figure out what this character's niche is. And obviously, there is a reason why they're spelt differently like this. It's just like, of course, the armor and the reality have 2 different amounts, so that's why they're like that. But at the same time, it just feels like they worded it better. I feel like there's definitely been a change in that aspect, at least. Maybe there's just a change overall, I don't know. Are we going to see a similar situation to Jua, where a new team comes along and you start to see a dip in quality? Well, not really, because, like, in that case, it's like dinosaur designs are taking a dip, where we used to get, like, super fantastical hybrid designs, and now you can get, like, 7 components, and the dinosaur will still look like a normal dinosaur, and it's just very boring. Here, you can't do that, because every character looks a certain way. You can't really mess up Vanellope's design, because everyone knows what Vanellope looks like. She's in a movie. There's no alternate interpretations of Vanellope to translate. Where am I going with this? I don't know. See you later, guys. Yeah, I think I should really go back to sleep. I think that's the problem. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video from beginning to end. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel and join the Zainreborn community. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.